Hello everybody, it's Matt with the Swave Union of Forest Brook, and today we're going to be working on the warehouse. In previous videos we have obtained the materials and built up the front of the structure, besides the door, that'll come in last. We've gotten partial bits of each wall, and today I plan on trying to finish this wall here. And we have that stack of shorter boards in the wood storage, so I can finish this one off, and then finish this one off, and then I just had an idea come to mind. Okay, so imagine if we for firewood. No, I don't know. I'm gonna build a different. I'll build something different for firewood. What I was gonna say is, what if we built like right off of here, went out about 3 feet, came down, and just had like a little attachment come off and box it off, and like put stuff firewood in there. I was like, well, with our luck, things will start making nests down in the back of it, and we'll have snakes and rodents all through the place, and that'll be heaps of fun. So forget that. But no, today we're gonna be working on this. And good news, the other day we set up some minnow traps to just check the population, and after about I'd say 16 hours of just trapping in 2 different locations and then trying multiple traps and 2 different kinds of bait, we caught nothing. And I said, well, we may have to just head upstream, get some, and repopulate. Well, I guess not. Came down here, all the sun's light's disappearing, that won't help, but I was just here a little bit ago. See if we can see any. I doubt it. Zoom in a bit. No. I can capture it with picture, but not with video. But in the water, occasionally we see little schools of minnows, and it looks like they just spawned a few days ago, because they're not even like half an inch. They were out eating, just picking on algae and little water bugs and things. So we'll let them go and get this whole place up and going and repopulate the stream. And start setting traps, start counting them out, and eventually start using them for fishing bait. Plans for the weekend, because it's Memorial Day weekend, so we got 3 whole days off. My idea is to do a lot with that, then head up into the woods towards the south and cut down a few trees, get some timber, one for a beam to go directly across that, as well as some materials to make more fence posts, not only to replace this going the whole way down, just so we have a more sturdy and a nicer one. We're going to put a fence all around the farm, so we have an area marked out for we need to clear it out. And clear out these weeds. These weeds keep growing up quick, and they're growing under where we have all these sections of log, just because the grass didn't die when we put them down. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some boards, bring them over, and start working on that back wall over there. And once that's done, we'll move to another wall or clean some weeds out a bit and figure something else out. So I'll get back to you once we got a majority of that wall finished over there. Okay, well, took a real quick break from the wall. I'll show you the progress on that, because the one side's almost done. But got the foreman down here, and he is laying out some mulch. Then we're going to take a rake and spread this out and line the sides of the path, and then we will no longer have a problem with mud down here, so thank the gods. So, Mr. Foreman, if you'd like to spread our mulch with, yeah, it's going to go into the wagon.
Wagon?
Yeah, you got to grab that end and then pull it out. I'll stand here and look like I'm supposed to, you know, the leader of this organization. Pour it that way. There's stuff up in the corners. Nice. And then throw that bag wherever you please. Nice. All right. Well, now we're gonna start. He's gonna pull that away. We're gonna start raking all this out and lay some pathing out. So how that's gonna work? Just spread it out. Go against this piece of wood behind you right there, and then I'm gonna grab some more dead wood and we're gonna lay this out. But how this is gonna work is we're gonna take a dead piece of logs and things like that and just line it out and make the path. That way this will look a lot nicer, and you know, we won't have problems with mud in this area anymore. So once we get this spread out, we'll get back to the wall, and I'll see you in a second. And like magic, we have a path. And boy, is it nice. Now, what we did is we threw down the mulch, and it's all raked up and patted down. There's just bits of plant matter here and there. And we started right here where the mud, about a foot before the mud problem gets to. And went all the way down there. And then we lined it with those logs we've been saving up for this exact purpose. And hold them in place. We just pounded stakes in the ground here and there, just so they don't go anywhere. But now we shouldn't have a mud problem, and it just makes the entrance to this place look a lot nicer. So now that that small little project is complete, back to pounding on that. Speaking of which, the one side of the wall is about to be complete. We cut a board that will go on the very bottom, just half of a 2x6, and it'll fit the very bottom of that right down there. And we'll start working on this side. I have wood drying since it was all in that big pile, so it's all wet and soggy, so it'll dry out, get the bugs off it, and I'll start pounding away on that. So we'll start working on that wall, and we'll get to you once that's complete. Alright, well, it's the next morning, and the wall is done. We went and got what boards we had left, and even ended up using some of those mud boards down there. But we just used whatever we had left and got it up. So since we just had so many short boards, we just, went like that. We still have some longer boards, so after this wall, we're going to put all the resources we have into this back one, which is about halfway done, I'd say. And then once this wall is done, the next, and then all the walls are done. So we have 2 of the 4 walls done so far. And then what we'll do is we'll construct the beam that goes across, here I'm going to show this better. Try to shade from the sun a bit. Right here, this goes across that post, to that post, to that post. And then from there we'll build the roof, sloping downwards, trim that off and that off. And then once all that's done, we can just throw a door in this bad boy, get some shelving out, and clean the floor up, and it's ready for use. It's just a matter of we have a very low amount of supplies, so that's going to be a challenge, but nothing we haven't dealt with before. Well, that'll be it for today. Hope you guys have a good Memorial Day weekend. This has been Matt with the Slave Union of Forestbrook. Have a good day, everybody.